New grand jury evidence released from the murder case of rapper Tupac Shakur, killed here in Las Vegas back in 1996. Last week, police arrested 60-year-old Dwayne Keefe D. Davis of Henderson. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Latoya Silman.
And I'm Dana Wagner in for Jim tonight. Ahead of his court date, we're getting a better look at the case against Davis. Our Brett Forrest joins us live outside of Clark County Detention Center with more on this one. Brett?
Hey, good evening, guys. So yeah, after 27 years of waiting, it seems like this is all now happening relatively quickly. So remember, back in July, police raided the Henderson home of Davis. Then last week, a grand jury indicted him, and he's due in court tomorrow. So yes, we're looking at the photos and videos that prosecutors presented to the grand jury, including some interviews that Davis conducted on podcasts and documentaries, seemingly incriminating himself. Take a listen.
I'm the only mother. I told on myself. Ain't nobody go to jail did a day. By the time I got to watch, seeing all that on the news, like, damn, I got away. Yeah, but they had raided my house and my sister's house, Lane's house. They raided a whole lot of people's house, matter of fact.
Now, there were about 50 exhibits of evidence released by the court, obtained by News 3, showing photos of the gunman allegedly in the Cadillac that opened fire on Tupac and Suge Knight in retaliation to an earlier brawl at the MGM Grand involving Davis's nephew. There were photos of the bullet-strewn car Tupac was riding in and surveillance video from MGM Grand after the fight broke out, and plus images of Davis's own book titled Compton Street Legend. Now, the evidence also includes several interviews that Davis did after that book was released, as you just heard, and police and prosecutors calling Davis the, quote, on-ground, on-site commander for the shooting and murder.
But it wasn't until 2018 that this case was reinvigorated as additional information came to light related to this homicide. Specifically, Dwayne Davis's own admissions to his involvement in this homicide investigation that he provided to numerous different media outlets.
Now, the initial arraignment for Davis is scheduled for tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning right here downtown in Las Vegas. News 3 will be there. We'll bring you the latest developments. And speaking with some court marshals today, they told me there is a level of concern about possible gang members or just a large number of fans turning out for that court appearance. But again, that's just based on what they think might happen, not based on any credible evidence or threats at this time. But we'll, of course, bring you the latest tomorrow as it all unfolds. So be sure to tune back in. I'm Brett Forrest, reporting live at downtown Las Vegas, News 3.
Sounds like Davis's own words will be used against him in a jury trial here in Clark County. Brett, thank you. Quick timeline of Tupac's murder. The rapper shot near Flamingo and Koval on September 7, 1996. He was pronounced dead 6 days later at UMC. Decades later, in 2019, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis talked about the murder in his memoir, claiming he was one of the only living eyewitnesses to Tupac's death. Fast forward to this year, July 17, when police raided his wife's home in Henderson. Davis then placed under arrest for Tupac's murder this past Friday. You can keep up with our in-depth stories on the Tupac investigation online. Just go to our website at news3lv.com.